Welcome to another video on my channel. Today I would like to show you how you can use a LLM, in my case Claude, to connect to a database and directly query and analyze data in your database using natural language and the Claude LLM. I have deployed a demo database in Azure. It's AdventureWorks database. You might know the data. It contains some customer, some products, and some sales details. And I'm using a SQL MCP server. This can be found here, which is used to connect my Claude Desktop application to SQL Server. So let's get started. And I'm asking if Claude can connect to the database. Can you please try to connect to the ERP SQL DB? And now it will try to use the MCP server and connect to the database. We see it's executing here the list tables actions, and this was successful. It can find the tables. Now we can start asking questions directly, like how many customers from Canada are in the database. And now it should look the customer address and the address table, create a SQL query, and return the number of records. And it says we have 107 customers from Canada. Well, okay, this is fine. We can also ask questions for summarizing and aggregation. For example, we can say, please summarize the sales totals and group it by the top customers. Please summarize the sales totals from the sales order table and group it by customer and sort it starting with the highest value. Now it should look up the sales order headers, should look up the customer ID and group the sales totals. And these are our top customers, as you can see. And it is creating here the SQL query that is executed just by talking to the model. We could also ask for the same on the product category. So let's say, please summarize the line totals from the sales order lines and group it by the product category. And again, it should create a SQL query that starts from the sales order details, checks the product ID, and checks that the product table has a reference to the categories. And as you can see, it generates here this output. Looks good. And now we could also ask, please create a pie chart for the line totals and group it by product category for categories under, let's say, $20,000. Group them as others. Let's see if it understands what I want. And this should create now a pie chart and should output an HTML site that we can open in a browser. Let's see if this works. Okay, so we have here our touring bikes, so road bikes, so mountain bikes, mountain frames, road frames, and the others. Voila! So it's very easy to query the database. If you have an MCP server that is capable to connect to the database and plug it into your LLM, like Claude in my case. However, there are of course many different LLMs that you can use, Copilot and so on. But this is a very convenient way to analyze data and visualize data without the need to use heavyweight tools like Power BI and so on. I hope you liked this video and leave a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.